Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everyone's having a blessed morning. I am having a blessed morning. Yes, I am. So I'm back with part two that this is my path. This is going to be really good. I want to get straight to the point about this being my task and this being my path, right? When certain things happen in your life that's not usual, that's unusual, like certain things that you may tap into. You'll start to see things in your life. You'll start to see like your life or your thoughts is warped, and it's confusing. Some of these things is signs for you to start to clean your thoughts and your understanding, and start to embark on a different path and a different um, code in your life that most of us ignore. Is because, like I said, we are set in our own ways, right? The reason why I'm saying it is because when you start to ignore and when you start to not accept certain things in your life, what happens is that you'll start to repeat certain things in your life, and you would be trying to figure out that if I do it this way, that way, it will be a better result, and it will come out a different outcome. But the outcome is always the same. I noticed that for years and years and years, you know, me not accepting my task and me having abilities and gifts and intellect and talents, that this was blessed upon me to do what? To bring about change in my life and to do what? And to withstand change and to bring a different outlook on change with gifts and benefits and everything else, which was blessed upon me from the Supreme Being. This is an actually true fact. When you start to accept different roles and regulations in your life because you always trying to figure out, right, what's next. Like, for example, you always trying to re-rent yourself and you always trying to figure out where can I grab $1 up? Where can I grab the next dollar up? Where can I grab the next $1,000 up? Where can I grab the next 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on, right? When you start to do these certain things, when you start to do these certain things, sometimes it becomes really, really difficult for you to understand because it's coming from a different spiritual realm that you may not understand because it's different upon your life. There's something upon your life that's giving you that way instead of this way, right? And it's hard and difficult to understand. You know that it's your path if you know that it's different and you know that it is your only your path when you will start your feelings, your emotions and everything around you start to change you, start to change your ways, right? And then start to change your judgment and your abilities, right? And everything around you, right? You would say to yourself, and it could be that, yeah, so it's all up to us. It's all up to us. You'll know your path when you know your path. Right? Your path is your path, and you should not allow anyone to enter into your path. Whatever the Creator has for you, He has for you. You can help. You can have people basically to not dictate to you, certain things, you know, which is really, really important. So, I mean, they can tell you, but they cannot tell you what to do. They cannot tell you what to do because your past is your past and your task is your task. And this is really, really important, you know? And this is what we must do, you know? So this is really, really important, you know? I need for us to understand that your task is only your task. Your task is only your task. You should not allow anyone to come in to dictate your task to you in your path. Now, when you be hit with these tasks, it may be something that you don't know, that you're not familiar with. And you may be so happy that you share with others, but others are not happy to you. They dictate to you what you need to say, where you need to go. No, that's not how that goes. Because the one that gave you this message and gave you this task, he's the one that's going to dictate to you and tell you where you need to go. And when you choose to go off that path, you may become a lost one because you did not listen to, right, the supreme being that gave you the task and the spiritual insight that you need to know to go with. You don't do these certain things. And we do it out of ignorance, and we may do it out of because what we don't know. And then he'll work with you. But if you keep pushing back, even though he gave you the task, he's not going to leave you. But you may keep spinning the block, keep falling into pitfalls, because you went off your path and your task. And that wasn't the way to go. I'm going to keep it real with you, you know. These things is really, really important. You know how people is, you know, they start looking. This is what people do. They want to see what you're doing. They nosy. They want to look into your car. They want to look into what you're doing and what you're doing. I have no idea why people do that. But it's not cool. It's not cool that you do that. But back on my topic is this is my path and my task. Now if I share with you, that's cool, but it's not meant for you to tell me what to do because I get that from the Alpha Omega, the creator of everything in existence. And I've been here for a very, very long time in the spiritual realm. You cannot sit here and tell me that, oh, spiritual, you know, spiritual. No. Majority of the time, people don't understand that because they don't get any signs. They don't have any signs. They don't have no connection. They don't have no spiritual, message or insight, right? The spiritual insight that they get is only on this realm, this physical realm. They may have dreams about this physical realm for whatever reason. And the Creator may not inspire them. But if you would know the Creator inspires somebody because the things that they say, the actions and the emotion and movement may be different than others. But it's not for you to get in there and tell these individuals what to do. Because first and foremost, they're not going to listen to you. They know that that's divine and that is an insight that mankind cannot give you. That comes from up above for them to do a task. And you should not basically tell them what to do because they're not going to listen to you. They're going to hear you, but they ain't going to listen to you. They're not going to listen to you. Because they have the knowledge, wisdom, and understand that what they're receiving, the insight of interpreting certain things is for the masses of people. You telling them to do something personal. That's something personal that you telling them to do. Well, do this and do that. That's personal. That's personal. What they doing is for masses of people. Masses of people. The whole entire universe. You telling them to do something personal, and we not jacking that over here. We not jacking something that you telling people to do upon their task personal. And what's gonna happen is that they getting off their passing task may hurt them in the long run. And all you gonna do once they do that, all you gonna do is sit back. Yo, I told you that was your choice. You see what I'm saying? That's the game that people play. So continue on with your task, or anyone that's out there. If you are giving inspiration and you giving special gifts and special talents to lead your community, your society, your family to something different in life. For real, that's an actual true fact. You have to be careful. You have to be careful. Because we know and understand that people, right, don't want to wish you well. But it's not about you. You would know them by their mark. Because they would be real. Because evil will be inside of them. The things that they're saying and telling you, the things that they're telling you to do, and the things that they're saying is not mixed with the Alpha Omega. It's going towards the opposite. It's the opposite of your task. My task is only for my task. It's to bring what? It's to bring the creation. Just like I'm the creation, it's to bring the creation of the Alpha Omega, the Almighty, the Supreme Being, to His creation, and the creation to come to Him. That's an actually true fact for those that are dumb, deaf, and blind. And there's a lot of us like that. There's those that they want to stay dumb, deaf, and blind. They don't want to be awakening. That's true. So, but if you like that, step aside from those to call people to worship in the Supreme Being. Step aside. But they're not going to do that. They're going to try to sabotage. They're going to try to do everything in their power to what? To get you off your task and your path of doing the right thing. That's an actually true fact. That's true. So your task and your path is only for you and no one else. It's a blessing that you rob with these people. It's a blessing that you even telling them. That's a blessing. But they don't take that as a blessing. They take it as you trying to seek counsel from them. That's not true. You may be happy, but like, listen, I'm bringing you along with me. They not looking at it as that. They looking at it as you trying to get some type of knowledge or wisdom from them. No, I get it from the Alpha Omega that's above me and you. And they don't understand that. And this is how individuals are. Because you know why? It's part of dumb, deaf, and blind. It's part of dumb, deaf, and blind. They don't have the understanding of the divine message of what? The divine message of the Supreme Being, the Alpha Omega, the Almighty. They don't have that for whatever reason. This is true. This is true, man. You know? You don't need these individuals. You've been holding down everything with the Alpha Omega. He's been getting you through and piercing you through a lot of things, right? And you telling these individuals what he's been doing, and then they start adding and telling you what to do. No, I don't need you to tell me what to do. You're not the Alpha Omega. You're not him. You are not him. You don't need to add on to whatever he's giving me to interpret. You don't need to add on to that. You don't need to add on to that. I get it. Because this is why all the people are viewing and sharing and liking and subscribing. Is because you know why? It's not because of me. It's because the message is being amplified. And I'm calling them to him. And he's accepting them, not me. You can't involve yourself in that. You out of the equation. You're not even a part of that unless I add you to that. And I add you is because I love you. But I see that you're dealing with triple darkness and triple ignorance. And what's going to happen is that I'm going to dead you. And you're not going to know. This is true. You're going to do your own thing. I'm over there. This is what I need to do. This is facts. So your task is your task, and your path is your path. Peace, 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 peace.